Hello, and welcome to Sparkle Vision. This is Court.
And this is Lee.
Today, we're going to go through the Valley, the Eternity Isle, and Storybook Vale and compare all of the statistics of what comes with each. So, I think we'll start with, the villagers.
Yeah, let's start with the villagers. So far in the Valley, we have 39, but technically we're getting Sally here this week, so that's 40. We have 5 in Eternity Isle, 3 right now in Storybook Vale, but 5 confirmed. So my thoughts on this is that at this pace, because I think Dreamlight Valley has been out since 2022, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think it was 2022 fall.
So we're about 2.5 years in.
Yeah.
And the total villagers already are 50.
It's amazing. Like, it really is. They've been pushing them out.
So I also am happy that they've started to put some really good ones behind the paywall, like Maleficent and Aurora and that kind of stuff, because I do want Dreamlight Valley to make money so that we keep up this quality and this pace and it continue to be the quality game that it is.
Yeah, I don't mind to continue paying too, especially when we're getting such great content out of each DLC, which we will get into.
And I'm shy of like 2,000 hours of play. So
yeah, me too.
There's no other game I've ever played this much on. So to me, the price is a moot point. And then wish lists for new characters. For me, 1,000%, it's more of the animals, like Winnie the Pooh, Pluto, Bambi, 101 Dalmatians, Dumbo, Lady and the Tramp, Fox and the Hound, Jungle Book, like even Mr. Toad, Robin Hood, Aristocats, Bug Life, Brother Bear. I could go on for days. I want not just Lion King and Remy. Like I want definitely, right?
I agree with you. I totally would love to see all of those. My big ones for the game that I really wanted were obviously my favorite movies are Beauty and the Beast and Alice in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland is on the horizon. But I would love to see actually like Lumiere and Cogsworth. And like some of the more sidekick ones, because like we've gotten that now with Mulan and Mushu and Timon and Pumbaa. So I feel like we should show the little friends some love too. We need LeFou.
Well, and I think you had mentioned to me before Stitch's buddy.
Yeah, Lilo. Where's Lilo? Like, why is Stitch the only one we have? It's Lilo and Stitch, people.
That's right. Okay, next
we'll do the critters. So in the Valley, we have 8. We have 5 different varieties of each of the bunnies, squirrels, raccoons, crocodiles, sunbirds, foxes, ravens, and turtles. I'm glad that they changed the times because now there's only one. I think it's like there's just one fox left that I haven't unlocked because before I was just like, well, there's like 4 I'm never going to get. So
I just opened them up now when they changed the times.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I have to.
All I have to get now is the brown raven.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think it's a fox or a crocodile that it's just a weird time on the weekend that I don't seem to play. Like it's like before noon or something. So I just have to set an alarm to actually do it. And then Eternity Isle, we had 3. We had the cobras, capybaras, and monkeys, and we had 5 varieties of each. And now in Storybook Vale, we have 3 again, with 4 varieties of each. I did notice that I felt like the companions were a little lacking, that we didn't quite get the same amount as Eternity Isle.
People are speculating that we'll get the dark ones with Melissa.
Yeah, that's a good thought. I think that would be right. I'm hoping that Act 2 will open up a lot more stuff too. So, so we have the owls, the dragons, and the winged horses. They're all so cute. Oh my god.
No, the quality of these companions are amazing. Even if the amount of them are down, the quality is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
and what's the total?
The total is 67, which is pretty good.
And I don't think in that number when I'm realizing this, I did not include. So we actually have a lot more than that. I just had an epiphany right now.
Oh yeah.
That's just the base ones.
Right,
That's
not the premium shop.
Not premium shop or
Star Path.
So
yeah.
that number's probably well over 100.
Yeah, because we have Pua and we have all the like different and we got all those the new Inside Out 2 ones. Like we got Ennui, the Raven, and
Oh, okay.
We got
so
a lot.
Sure. Okay, so that number is a bit skewed. Why didn't I include all those? I didn't. I just included because when you actually go in and look at all the stats, they just bring up the base ones. Like you actually have to go into your companion
folder.
Okay.
But I mean, we're just comparing what comes with each, so I think that's fair because it's
right.
That's
These
still
are the
good.
base.
Yeah. And we both kind of had the same thought too. The only downside with the new companions in Storybook Vale is that the owls pose in camera mode is the same as the ravens.
Yeah.
And we were kind of bummed with that because the dragon blowing a little bit of fire and
I know.
winged horse flying, like, oh my gosh.
I think the owl should have circled her head once or twice and then landed on her arm.
Yes, I agree. I think that would have been nice. But so far it's been with both Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale, it's easier to open up all of your companions that come with the base edition. And it's just so much fun to have the mythical creatures this time. Like
it's a stroke of genius for sure.
Yeah. I am so happy with what we have. But we of course have lots of wish list companions.
Yeah. I want the Disney horses. I want them to supersize our companions so that a horse can follow us around.
Yeah.
Because there are so many horses. Is it Felipe?
Philippe, I think. Yeah.
Philippe, Major, Con, Maximus, Angus, and then the ones from Frozen 2, or one's from Frozen and one's from Frozen 2 though. So the Frozen horse is called Nook, Nokk, and then Anna's horse in the first one is Kajik. I don't know if the J is maybe silent. Kjekk. And then there's endless amounts more. So yes. I want to supersize the companions and have horses.
Yeah, I totally agree. The horses would be amazing. And also just like, they would be so fun to have around. I would really like to see just more of the Disney companions, like Pascal from Tangled and Miko and Flit from Pocahontas. I think would be so cute because we already have like the sunbirds and Flit is like a hummingbird, right? So I don't know. I think it would be perfect. And we already have raccoons. We can't just have Miko. Just call one Miko. Change the classic raccoon to Miko, and I'll be happy.
I agree. And then Nexus is a boring one. It's wood, and it is in the valley. We got 4, just dark, dry, hard, and soft. Eternity Isle is 2, tropical and soft. And Storybook Vale, it's kind of 2. We get pine cones and petrified wood. So the total of wood was actually surprisingly low. It's 7, but we use them in everything, and it's I mean, they're literally used in so much crafting and so they are such a massive base to crafting, and there's only 7 of them, which I'm totally fine with. I would rather have unique different things like pine cones and petrified. We don't need 400,000 different kinds of teak and oak and this and that. And the hardwood covers that, and it's right.
Yeah, exactly. I was happy actually because I was thinking like, oh, I wonder what the wood's going to be in Storybook Vale. So I actually was happy that it was just like the pine cones and then the petrified wood, which is really cool looking.
And the pine cones are cute. You can actually decorate them.
Exactly, because like with the sticks, you can't really. I don't know. Sometimes it works with a build, but not really, right? So I'm happy that they're going more this way. And hopefully they'll continue in the future with more expansion passes.
Okay, and then that's probably good for wood.
Yeah. So then the digging resources that we get from the ground. In the valley, we get 11. So we get the night shards, dream shards, clay, soil, rich soil, sand, pebbles, snowballs, coin, green chests, and memories. In Eternity Isle, we get 9 soil, pearl, oasis glass, amber, bones, pebbles, coins, and memories. And in Storybook Vale, we get 7 broken weapons, fairy bubbles, mud, marble, gravel, coin, and memories for a total of 27. The new ones are so cool.
Yeah, again, the bubbles and even the broken weapons you could put in builds. And so I don't really have too many thoughts on these resources. I think they're doing a good job. I like the variety in the new Storybook Vale.
Yeah.
Totally out of the box, totally different. Broken weapons, bubbles, this, that. Love it. Love that direction.
The broken weapons were like such a cool surprise when I was digging, because I was so, when I had to do some digging, I was so excited to like discover what the new items would be. So then what's the next one here?
So the next one is the spawning items that you need to remove with your royal tools. The valley has 8. Those are the boulders, icebergs, mushrooms, wood stumps, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then Eternity Isle has 6. And that's the big chunks of the copper boulders and the swirling sands and the rocks of the plastic desert rocks, that kind of, and of course the Nightthorn splinters. Storybook Vale has 6. And it's the moss logs, glowing mushrooms, the broken teacups, volcanic bursts, broken marble statues. So the total of everything throughout the 3 is, and that has the inkies, is 20. So I don't love how they spawn all the time. I wish we can move them.
Mm-hmm. So
we could at least put them properly in a build instead of them, like when I removed everything from my valleys to grind. Mm-hmm. And collect everything. I mean, it's a mess, even when you don't have anything. It's too much. Some of them are too big. Eternity Isle has so many.
Yeah.
But you need them. I want the mist. I want the stuff that spawns. But there has to be a way to toggle them on and off, or control them, or just move them into one area or something.
I find it so much more noticeable in Eternity Isle 2 because of the layout of the biomes, because they're such small spaces, like in the Overlook or the Ruins. It's just a really small space, right? So it's like it overpowers your build, and
it's too many spawning things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that I don't even think I put in. That's not even that's just what we use for our royal tools and everything. That's not including the flowers and everything else. There's a lot of spawns.
Yeah, exactly. And then the small spawns in the valley, we have 7, which is like the stuff like basil, garlic, ginger, all that, spices and stuff. Eternity Isle, we have 8, which is bamboo, agave, and those. Storybook Vale, we have 9. Because we got the lightning spice. We got so many like really cool different things this time, like the moss and the porcini mushrooms, and then a couple of repeats like the cinnamon and the garlic, for a total of 24. And again, same thought. It would be really nice if we could control the spawning with an on-off toggle, because like
I only need so many spices. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And why do we need more cinnamon?
Yeah, cinnamon was a weird one to. I haven't gone through and made all the recipes yet, so I wonder if.
Is cinnamon only in Eternity Isle?
Yes, and Storybook Vale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have cinnamon in the valley. No.
Okay, that's why they added it. Because if you don't have Eternity Isle, you're not going to have cinnamon.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's figure that out.
Perfect.
Okay, and then trees and bushes. In the valley, there are 11, and that's the apples and bananas, coconuts, cocoa beans, that kind of stuff. Eternity Isle, there are 7 almonds, cacto, berries, dates, strawberries, that kind of stuff. Storybook Vale also has 7, and that's including like those little, how they've added the spiral strawberries and Brussels sprouts that look like little gardening patch things. Persimmons, nutmeg, olives. So total in all 3, 25.
Yeah.
So I just wish the footprint of them were smaller.
I also wish this just came to me, that we could pick them up in multiples. Because when you're creating an orchard like I do, it is such a pain in the butt to have to pick up one by one and move it. Because typically I'm moving it clear across the biome from where I had it before, because I never do anything simply. But it's like, it's a pain. Like, it takes me, like, Ryan watched me do it the other night, like multiple, like it was like 25 minutes just moving trees.
Oh, I know. I agree. And I do wish we could actually have, I mean, I know they're not going to do this, but get rid of the base, just have the tree.
Yeah. Although, have you seen with the olive trees, when you move them, I moved them into the, like in the Library of Lore, when you come down the stairs to go into like the Elysian Fields, if you put them there, all you see is the bottom of the tree. You don't see that square patch.
But is it the same footprint?
Yeah, same footprint. Because the top of the tree is big. That's why. So then we have got the flowers. So in the valley, we have 42. In Eternity Isle, we have 20. And Storybook Vale, we have 12 for a total of 74. And again, same thing. We wish that it was a smaller footprint. So with, I think it was in Eternity Isle, they started to change the footprint a little bit. So with some of them, that it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But why are they 4 squares? Yeah, like that's way too big.
And the beasts, why is the beasts rose?
Yeah.
They're 4 squares.
Like, it's crazy.
And they look way weird spaced apart.
Yeah.
I would put roses everywhere, but they're just, it's too much. But I love them. I love them in decorating. I love that you need them for crafting. You know, I actually never got tired of picking flowers. That doesn't actually bother me. That's one of the things that I'll run around and pick all the time. I have too many of them, but some I don't, because I use a lot of them, certain ones in crafting.
Okay, so then next, the underbrush. For the valley, we have 80 different items. Eternity Isle, we have 19. And Storybook Vale, we have 8 for a total of 107. 2,000 would be nice. We would not have any complaints.
Yeah, the valley, and that includes, of course, all the reeds and rushes and cattails and
all the water foliage too, right?
The water foliage stuff, and again, not including the items that we've got through Tiana's Start Path and other things and Mulan that we can put in, like the swans. Right. These are just the base game things.
And then the trees, we have just over 54 in the valley, but several of them are under tree or grass or whatever. And then in Eternity Isle, we have 24. Storybook Vale, we have 77. So a total of about 175, just because of how they categorize it.
Because if you go into one tree in Eternity or in the valley, it can have 4 trees under that one tree.
Yeah, that's right, because of the different variations
and variations, and so I didn't count every single one, but with those numbers, the 4 in one tab, it's probably closer to 175, which is a lot.
It's a ton, and I am so impressed with the 77 from Storybook Vale, because like, wow, did we ever get those categories really pumped up. And then for the rocks, we have Storybook Vale has 3, Eternity Isle has 6, and the Valley has 38 for a total of 47. So we're both excited by the variety now. We have a little bit more diversity, but we just need a little bit more diversity for the rocks, shapes and sizes and colors, because the rocks they're not really adding too much to the rocks.
Yeah, I think they could do a lot with the rocks, like more little snow-covered. Like, I want more snow-covered stuff. I want snow-covered bushes.
Yeah,
more snow trees, that kind of thing, and different shaped rocks. We've had the same kind of rocks. For forever. So I would like round boulders and like. But so many different sizes, because now it's they're either massive or they're small.
What would be nice with the trees like how we have with the trees, where if you place the same tree down 4 different times, you get 4 different varieties. It would be nice with the rocks to have like a big size, a smaller size, and like a medium size or whatever, right? Like, and kind of like just a
different, more pronounced colored moss. I know some of them have
Yeah.
moss, but more pronounced. I like the ones that have the little things, maybe a little mushroom growing out of one, or maybe a little, you know what I mean? Like a little bit more character in each rock
Yes.
and shape and size and everything else. But other than that, thrilled with Storybook Vale.
I agree. I think that potentially the winter trees, maybe we'll get something like that with the new Star Path on December 4th, hopefully.
And I am hopeful, that will be in another video.
Yet another.
So we have decided this is going to be part 1 of this video, because we didn't realize how much there was to discuss and how much we'd like to discuss.
Yes, so exactly.
So we are going to wrap up part 1 here. Thanks for joining us. And in part 2, we are going to go through what we do: mining, fishing, digging, gardening, crafting. So all these things now that we have discussed, we have collected. And now the next part is going to be part of the collection too, but it's going to be, and then our thoughts on all 3 and pros and cons to the 3.
Yes, exactly. So thank you for joining us today at Sparkle Vision. Like and subscribe to see more videos. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.